Clinical case 1, the first photo in the next 5 slides is just going to be 110 magnification. And then you can see here when you put it on the caries mode, the mouth turns black and white, and you can see right in the middle there a tiny bit of caries. Case 2, where we'd normally say, hey, that's just stain, no problem, the Explorer's not penetrating anything, and that would have been the end of that. Well, here we're finding out, as you can see, the red that's going through the stained area. Clinical case number 3, this is really obvious, even without the technology, but if you go even further, you can see the varying degrees. In other words, here it's red, but when you get into black, that's almost how I describe this to my patients is, when you see black, that means the doctor could pick up the Explorer like we would traditionally do, and he can actually get a stick there. The other areas are really where it has extended, where we need the technology to actually see to extend the prep a little bit more. Clinical case number 4, again, just looking at the stain here, and again, an Explorer probably wouldn't be penetrating this at all, but then we can see where we get a confirmation that actually we do have a warning of caries. Clinical case 5, again, the same thing. We could see a little bit of the staining, but then we get in and we can really see the extent of things in the groove. So I've seen some amazing things. I'll tell you, yesterday or the day before, I had a patient, and it was unbelievable, but he had been in ortho for, it must have been 4 years, and the mom didn't want x-rays after he got out of his braces. So, there was no talking her into it, so I proceeded, and I thought, you know what, at least I have my camera, and I could put it on the caries mode. And lo and behold, very much like what we have presented here, that's why it reminded me of it, out of each quadrant, 2 molars and 1 premolar. In all 4 quadrants, either needed a sealant or an occlusal composite. And again, nothing was detectable with the Explorer. The patient didn't want x-rays. I should say the mother of the patient didn't want x-rays for her son. But we were able to, have this technology available, and the mother was absolutely floored. She was appreciative. She still didn't want the x-rays, but we are able to get this patient scheduled and get them the care that they need. So that's where I find it very, very beneficial. And I have another practice where I work, and we have a lot of elderly patients, and finances, make them kind of restrict their x-ray exposure, and sometimes even health-wise, people are going through chemotherapy and things like that. And again, this is my world, what I experienced, and this actually just happened this week too. And when they have something that they don't want an x-ray for, at least I can get my doctor a picture with the intraoral camera and putting it on the caries mode.